First baseball highlight of the show, the Padres and the Diamondbacks. Padres, as you can see, having issues getting the ball over the fence. Top of the fifth, Brian Giles up. Chris Snyder wants the ball there. However, Edgar Gonzalez misses his target, and Giles hits a two-run homer. Padres up 3-1. Bottom seven. Back come the D-backs. That's Chris Young bringing in Stephen Drew. D-backs, after tying the game, go up 4-3 right there. Eric Burns. Eric Burns' choice of facial hair, normally good. He's going with the stash, and the fans, they're going along with it. 13-game hitting streak, says he's going to keep the stash until he stops the hitting streak. Guess what? It's a 14. Diamondbacks win their fourth in a row, 12 of 14. Eric Burns, the hair, the stash, wonderful. All right, the simmering Mets. One more win will call them hot. In Philadelphia, David Wright, terrific player. Top of the first against Jamie Moyer. He's going to go the other way with authority. Jose Reyes, Ryan Church score, and the Mets lead 2-0. Top of the seventh now. Well-pitched game by both clubs. Still 2-0. Jose Reyes loves to hit in the bank. He's 10 for his last 23 now. Warming up, second homer of the season. To the eighth, Phil's down 4-1, trying to mount a comeback. Bases loaded, Carlos Ruiz. That's going to drop in there. Pat Burrell scores. Now a 4-2 game. Phil's got something going. Bases loaded, Jeff Jenkins, Aaron Heilman. That's a great pitch. A mean fastball with some run. And then what a great play by Brian Schneider. The wild pitch saves a run. That would have made it 4-3. Later in the at-bat, again, another nasty pitch. We're past a swing at that. Wagner, 1-2-3 ninth to pick up the save. We now call the Mets hot.
Mariners and the Angels. Irvin Santana, 25-9 and 44 career starts at home. Feasting on home cooking big time. Top two were scoreless, runner on 30. Brings up Brad Wilkerson. Top three, Ichiro Suzuki take a seat. Top four, Raul Ibanez. Santana retired 16 straight batters. 8 innings strong, 8 strikeouts, 1 earned. Bottom four, Jared Washburn, dicey. Sean Rodriguez, ground ball to third. Adrian Beltre can't take out the runner, so the runners advance to second and third. Next batter, Eric Ibar, 2-run single. That'll score 2. Angels up 3-0. Washburn, 6 innings, 10 hits, 4 earned. Next batter, Sean Figgins. Singling past a diving Richie Sexton. Ibar come on home. Santana, a perfect 3-0 on the season. Halos win 4-1 is your final.
Jabba Chamberlain returns to the Yankees after missing 5 games to be with his ill father in Nebraska. Harlan Chamberlain was taken off a ventilator Friday night. Cal Ripken in the house. Remember, 2,632 straight games. 26-32. It's a number a baseball fan should know. Bottom three, Orioles up 2-0. Ramon Hernandez off Ian Kennedy, whose ERA is now 9.64. Meanwhile, 27-year-old Brian Burris pitched well for Baltimore. Gets John Damon there, now hitting 197. Derek Jeter there. Bottom seven, 4-0 game. Runners on second and third. Aubrey Huff just keeps this ball fair. Orioles win 6-0. They're now 11-7 on the year. Yankees have lost their third in a row. They fall to 9-10. Kyle Farnsworth has been suspended 3 games for throwing behind Manny Ramirez Thursday night. Farnsworth will appeal the decision. His manager, Joe Girardi, said, quote, "I don't understand it. I disagree with it. It doesn't make any sense to me."
In the 8th inning, Red Sox fans on their feet as they find out the Bruins have just won Game 6 against the Canadiens to force a Game 7. Bruins were down 3-2 in the series, and the Red Sox trailing 3-2 in the game at that very juncture. Bottom 8, David Ortiz with 1 aboard, lining one through. Dustin Pedroia scores. Ortiz ties things at 3. Bruins-Canadiens series also tied at 3. Next batter, Manny Ramirez, abusing the Joaquin Benoit offering. Career jack number 496, make it 7 wins in 8 games for Boston. 5-3 is the final.
Andrew Jones, Atlanta homecoming weekend. A 31-year-old played 12 seasons in Atlanta. Missed the Braves championship team by 1 year, won 10 Gold Gloves, missed the 05 MVP by 27 votes to Albert Pujols, but his game is slipping. Hit 222 last year, 167 this year, but oh, good for Andrew. He homers in Atlanta. Chad Billingsley. He's got good stuff. He can do this. He can strike people out. McCann, Francoeur, and Blanco. However, he can also do this. He can walk people. Control has been an issue early on in his career. 5 walks. After a single and a walk, bases loaded Mark Teixeira. Pretty good pitch here, but look at Teixeira. He just serves it to left. Billingsley, 5 innings pitched, 6 walks, 9 Ks. Atlanta wins 4-1. Andrew Jones, at least he does home.
Pirates and the Cubs. Chicago swinging to bounce Pittsburgh for an 8th straight time. Jason Marquis looking for his first W this season. Top 1, Marquis getting some defensive help. Adam LaRose shoved the glove of Derek Lee. Ronnie Cedeno, the heads-up play to barehanded to get the out at first. 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned for Marquis. Bottom 1, it's Derek Lee with 1 aboard. And that is not coming back. This off Tom Gorzolani. 4 homers for Lee in his last 8 games. That's number 7 on the season. Cubs up 2-0. Bottom 3, Chicago working on a 4-run third. It's Marquis to right. Cedeno scores from first. Marquis 6 innings, 1 earned, 7 Ks, and his 2nd RBI of the season. Cubs score a season-high 13 runs and roll 13-1.
Reds, Brewers, rookie pitcher Johnny Cueto on the hill for the Reds against the Brewers. Bill Hall, he loves facing Cincinnati. Look at those numbers. Cueto, by the way, went 7, 2 earned, 5 Ks. This is a base hit for Bill Hall. Brewers up 2-0. More from Hall later. Bottom 7, Reds down 3-1, man on first. Domo Arigato, Mr. Joe Votto. That is gone. Joey Votto, 2-run Jackson. The game is tied at 3. All right, top of the 8th now. 1-2 pitch to Prince Fielder. Hunter Wendelstedt says no. That ball looked like it may have been a bit high. Paul Bacco has a conversation. He gets run. Hunter runs him. Okay, next pitch, new catcher. It's close, but this one appears to be a little lower and on the inside corner. I think Hunter got both calls right. That's just me. All right, 10th inning, what John Sebastian was to Lovin' Spoonful, Bill Hall is to the Brewers. The other way. And the Brewers win 5-3. 3 RBIs for Hall. He continues to pound Reds pitching.
Rockies and Astros. Colorado trying to win a 4th straight. Miguel Tejada moved to 3rd in the lineup, trying to jumpstart this Astros offense. Bottom 1, Tejada steps in with runners on the corners, nobody out, and he grounds into the 6-4-3 DP. Michael Bourne does score. Astros up 1-0. Top 5, we're tied at 2. Brad Hopp. Single through the right side. That'll score Matt Holliday. Up 2 for 5 with that RBI. Rockies up 3-2. Meanwhile, Tejada, that experiment not working. Bottom 6. Lines the Aaron Cook offering to Clint Barmas at 2nd. Cook 7 innings, 1 earned, 4 Ks. Bottom 8, Houston down 3-2 with a runner on 2nd and 2 out. Tejada flies out. Tejada 1 for 4, no RBI. Make it 4 straight wins for the Rockies. 3-2 is the final. Indians and Twins. Justin Morneau, 11 RBI in his last 11 games coming in. Bottom 1 with 1 aboard, Morneau. Oh, Jake Westbrook, you could tell by his reaction right away. 13th career home run for Morneau against the Tribe, his 5th of the season. 2-0 Twins. Top 3. Indians down 3-0 with a man on 2nd. Casey Blake, a single to left. Delman Young throwing home as Drupal Cabrera is meat. Young saves a run, making up for an 0-for-4 day. Top 7, David DeLucci grounds into the 3-6-3 double play. Great turn at 2nd by Nick Punto. Twins turning 4 double plays. Nick Blackburn 7 2/3 scoreless, 1 K. Minnesota wins 3-0. Place that fancy animation can only mean one thing. Number 10 boxing. Joe Calzaghe taking on Bernard Hopkins. Jay-Z in the house. Calzaghe defeating Hopkins by a split decision as he improves to 45-0.
Number 9, Michael Jordan, All-American Classic, blue versus white. Scotty Hobson, good name, Monster Jam. He's on his way to Tennessee. I'm sure he'll be in Final Fours in the future. Of course, this year's Final Four was where? Tampa.
Number 8, MLS Houston Dynamo taking on the LA Galaxy. David Beckham, the assist to Landon Donovan. Beckham with a couple of helpers in a 2-2 tie.
Because I was talking about the women's Final Four.
Right.
Men's Final Four was in San Antonio. On number 7, English soccer, Man U, Blackburn. Brad Friedel, the great save.
After that advertisement with Pat Summitt, I can see why you would have the ladies on your mind.
Love Pat.
All right, number 6, Mavericks Hornets, Chris Paul. He is silly good. Jason Kidd can't do much to stop it. Paul, 35 points, 10 assists, Hornets win.
UConn won one of their titles in the Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. Canadians, Bruins, Christopher Higgins. Oh, my goodness. Born in New York State, played his prep hockey and college hockey in Connecticut. great effort, but his Canadians lost.
Number 4, Tigers Blue Jays. Gary Sheffield pop-up on the infield. Nobody seems to want it. David X.
I got it!
Out of nowhere! Blue Jays get the victory 3-2. I love when you make the call like that.
That Canadian sun is difficult. Number 3.
Breakaway for the Cats. Gets it to LeBron!
No way! Hey, you talk about extension? That's extension.
There's an earthquake in Cleveland, Ohio.
That's number 3 on my list of things I can't do.
Number 2, we've got bonus top playage. Michael Finley with the 3 to tie the Sun-Spurs game at the end of regulation. Tim Duncan with his first triple of the season in OT to send it to double overtime. And then Manu Ginobili, the game winner. Duncan with 40 and 15. His Spurs win a wild game 1. 117-115 in double OT.
Number 1, have you ever been a baker? IRL Japan 300. Danica Patrick with mom in the house, dad as well, wins her first race, first woman to win an open week.
Huff drives in that last pair of runs. Tigers, Blue Jays. Jays on a 6-game home losing streak heading into Saturday. Frank Thomas on the bench. Not happy about it. We talked about that. 2-1 Jays in the 3rd.
Wow, look, that ball is over base right there.
I got it.
No, you got it. No, you got it.
You take it.
I don't want it.
You know who shouldn't take it is the pitcher, and it all works out. Vernon Wells to 3rd. Nagy.
They traded defense for offense, and that's what you're going to get with Miguel Cabrera at 3rd base. Not as impressive as Brandon Inge. Sure glove, but he gets the job usually swinging it. Not so.
There's a sight for sore eyes right there. B.J. Ryan
Comes on to set down the Tigers in the 9th, 3-2. So the Jays do, in fact, snap. Giants Cardinals, Joel Pinheiro and company looking to go up 2-0 in the series. Aaron Rowan with other ideas. First home run of the season.
And it's a big one. You get into a new ball club, you want to impress. It took him a while to hit it, go deep, and now he's got that monkey off his back.
So it's 2-0. Here's Pujols facing Lincecum, and this is a great job of pitching out of trouble. Falls behind 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. So what do you come back with?
I come with a heater down the middle. I'm surprised Albert took it, having 2 runners on, and that was the best pitch he was going to see in the at-bat.
Well, how about the yacker on 3-2?
3-2. He's able to throw that breaking ball because, in theory, he had already walked him falling behind 3-0. So why not take a chance?
Lincecum, 5 strikeouts in 7 innings. He's got 10 career wins. White Sox, Rays. Mark Burley, 6-1 career against Tampa. And here he's got Johnny Gomes picked off. And look at Gomes. This is Eduardo Perez-esque base running here.
It is, because he makes it safe. That's why it's Eduardo Perez-esque base running. I like that. I like that.
That's just
good call.
Crafty. And wouldn't you know it, same inning, base hit by Hinsky. Gomes scores.
It happens if you're going to give away outs after a great move by Burley. You've got to capitalize.
And then Gomes capitalizes on that offering. Looked like it was gone, but nope, off the top of the wall.
Look at Johnny Gomes going. A couple of weeks ago in New York, there was a ball that he hit to right. He thought it was out, and he got thrown out at second base. He's taken nothing for granted now.
All about learning from your mistakes. 5-0. Andy Sonnenstein was tremendous. A 3-hit. That's in Marlins. Mike Rabello and company trying to stop a mini 2-game skid. Bottom 6. 3-3 ball game. Rabello, little chopper. Felipe Lopez. Whoops.
And that's why Ronnie Belliard's at second base right now. Just little things that happen. They got to capitalize and make the plays.
So it's 4-3. How good is Mike Jacobs been?
He's so hot right now. Had a couple of home runs over the last week. It comes through in the clutch there.
It's 5-3 in the 9th. Austin Kearns, not exactly Austin Power, but it got it done off of Kevin Gregg. Blown save, 5-5 with 2 out in the 9th. But Gregg and his mates would get bailed out thanks to Dan Ugla racing home on the Wes Helms knock. Slide, slide.
No need to slide when you're going to make it safe.
That's why that man is standing behind home plate. It's wearing the same uniform as you, let you know what you need to do.
6-5 Marlins in dramatic fashion. Royals and A's, top 2. 3-0 KC. Miguel Olivo pops it up. Derek Barton.
And that's a tough play in Oakland because it's the high sky. Until you're out there, until you really don't even know what it feels like, I mean, it is tough.
Nonetheless, you knew what was coming, right?
This is how bad you feel as a first baseman. Then the pitcher gives it up. Geez, you wanted him to pick you up, and he just can't.
4-0 KC. Zach Greinke pitching with a lead. And, bobbled by Tony Pena.
Doesn't get the defense there, and that's why we see the pitches. Greinke today got up to 100, and his last outing he pitched 9 innings, 107. Today he only lasted 5 because the plays weren't made behind him.
And Houston Street shuts it down in the 9th, getting Alberto Callaspo